Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamal from Fantasy Life, and today we're going to be talking about where NetherRealm can go with the story for MK12. So if you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, favorite, all that good stuff. And before we get into the video, I need to warn y'all, it's going to be heavy spoilers for the ending of MK11 Aftermath. So if you have not played that DLC, highly recommend you go and play that. If you don't want to spend the money, that $40, because I know it's pretty expensive, go ahead and watch the videos on YouTube, the story on YouTube, because like the story was really good. Like Toigara, the dude that plays Shang Tsung, his performance as Shang Tsung was as good, if not probably better than his movie version of Shang Tsung. Great story, great actor. So with that being said, there's going to be spoilers. Make sure you like, subscribe before you leave this video to go check out the movie or whatnot. And let's get into this video. So, for those who have played the Aftermath DLC, you do know that there is going to be two endings. There's two different endings for Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. You have your good ending with Liu Kang, then you have your bad ending with Shang Tsung. Now, if you look at the good ending, you can tell they put a lot of work into the good ending. And I think that's to subvert expectations, because NetherRealm is really good when it comes to subverting expectations. NetherRealm actually has a history of subverting people's expectations when it comes to their story. When you look at the Deadly Alliance game, when you end that game, you're left with the sense that the heroes have won. But when you turn on Mortal Kombat Deception, it is clear that the Deadly Alliance has actually won and killed most of Earth's heroes. Most of the heroes you know and love. And that's a way of subverting expectation. They make you think that the heroes win, and in the next game, it's like, oh, hell no, we lost. Like, the heroes lost. Same thing with Armageddon. When, at the end of the Armageddon, you're left to believe that Dagon, I believe his name was, won. He beat Blaze. He's the champion of Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. He's Prince of that was promised and all that shit like that. But then you look at MK9, and it's like, no, shit, no. He didn't win. Shang Tsung won. He took the power of Blaze, and it was the worst case scenario for reality, basically. You feel me? To where Raiden had to go back in time and alter stuff. And that's what I mean. Like, they're great when it comes to subverting your expectation, and 9 out of the 10 times they usually end up going with like the bad ending in a lot of their games. Because people think that they're gonna go with the good ending, and they typically go with the bad ending and continue the story in like a whole new different direction. And I believe that's what they're gonna do in this particular game. In fact, in this game, they already did that. In terms of the original story for MK11, you had two endings. You had one with Liu Kang and Katana, and people thought that that was the canon ending, especially due to the fact that you get that ending by not losing to Kronika. If you don't lose any fights to Kronika, you get that ending. But Aftermath shows like, nah, that's not the right ending. The right ending is the one that's if you lose a fight to Kronika, it's the one with Raiden in it. And that is subverting people's expectations, because they think like, oh, Liu Kang and Katana is going to be creating history or whatever. And that's not the case. It was actually Liu Kang and Raiden. And I think this is another situation where if you look at Liu Kang's ending, there's a lot of details in Liu Kang's ending. And if I'm not mistaken, his ending is actually a lot longer than Shang Tsung's as well. Shang Tsung's is pretty simple and straight to the point, and that's why I think they're subverting the expectation. They want you to believe that Liu Kang's ending is the good ending, but I think that if they do Mortal Kombat 12, they're going to go with Shang Tsung's ending, and that's because you can go an interesting story beat with that. If you look at Liu Kang's ending, it looks like they're basically just restarting everything again from the beginning, but Shang Tsung's ending continues from where the story left off. So like in this particular game, you have heroes that are dead in this game that will not be showing up in the next game if they go with Shang Tsung's ending. But with Shang Tsung's ending, they're going to be able to bring in characters from like the 3D era that we haven't seen in years. Kind of like what they did with Fujin. We haven't seen Fujin in years. There's more 3D characters they can bring in that we have not seen in years with Shang Tsung's ending. For example, Shang Tsung's ending, they talk about the Chaos Realm and the Order Realm. Well, those are 3D era realms, and those realms have characters specifically to those particular realms, such as like Havoc. You also have like Darius and Hitaru, I believe his name was, Ashura, You have those particular characters. You can also have like a Shijinko as well. So you do have those particular characters that they can bring in MK12. Not only that, there are a bunch of people in MK11, the original cast, that actually has survived. They lived. You don't see them die. For example, when you look Cassie Cage, Sonya Blade, and Johnny Cage, all of those characters are still alive. They didn't get killed. They got defeated, but Shao Kahn and Sindel took them alive. You see them walking through the portal. You have Jackson Briggs. You have Jacqueline Briggs. Jacqueline. You have both of them. They're still alive. Technically, Nightwolf didn't get killed either, so Nightwolf is still alive. Fujin and Raiden, they're still alive. In fact, you see them at the end of Shang Tsung's ending. Obviously, Shang Tsung is still alive. Now, there are people that are dead, like Shao Kahn is dead, Sindel is dead, Kotal Khan is definitely dead. You feel me? So there are people that are definitely dead that they can't bring back. But I mean, you still have your Sub-Zero and Scorpions. You don't see them die in this particular game. You do have Devora, who was wounded, but she's still alive. So these are characters that they can actually bring back in Shang Tsung's ending. You can bring these characters back, as well as add new characters that we haven't seen in a long time from the 3D era characters, like Kintaro and Havoc, which people have been asking for Havoc for a long time. And that's why I believe that they're actually going to end up going with Shang Tsung's ending, because I think they can get a little bit more creative when it comes to that particular ending. They got the returning cast that they can bring back. Like I said, I already named a few of them, but you still have Katana. Katana's actually still alive because she doesn't get killed. Her mother doesn't kill her. They imprison her. Now Jade, we don't know if Jade's alive because she gets sent through the ship. Kung Lao might be dead because he get thrown into the sea of blood, and you know that's endless. Garrus is probably dead. We don't know because he can come back to life. I'm assuming if Chroma is dead, Garrus is probably dead. So yes, there are people that are dead, but there are people that they can bring back. I don't think Liu Kang will be in the next one, only because besides the fact that Fire God Liu Kang gets killed, I mean, the regular Liu Kang is still alive. He just got his legs broken. They can probably bring Liu Kang back because he's not dead, technically. His legs are just broken. They put him in the Jinsei. He'll be able to heal back up. But the point is, with Shang Tsung's ending, they can definitely go an interesting route. They can bring back returning characters, and they can obviously be trying to go up against Shang Tsung and changing history, changing the timeline and stuff like that, trying to improve the timeline. Maybe try to free Earthrealm and Outworld from Shang Tsung's grasp. And Shang Tsung will be a real menace because at this point he's basically a Titan. And maybe they can even go about maybe bringing in newer Titans. They've alluded to the Titans several times in this particular game. So that's why I think that Shang Tsung's ending might actually be the canon ending. We won't find out until MK12 comes around, but based on how NetherRealm tends to approach things, I think that this might be the canon ending. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you think Shang Tsung's ending is the canon one, or Liu Kang's ending is the canon one? Leave in the comments below. And remember, your life is a fantasy. Make sure you like, subscribe, favorite, all that good stuff. This, Shang Tsung is so awesome, dude. Like, oh man, I kind of do hope that this is actually the canon ending.